This week's episode of the Deck Chair and Yums podcast is brought to you by the Fuck It Bucket. Are you one of 5 billionaires?
I had no idea where it was going.
Are you one of 5 billionaires stupid enough to go and try and see something you can see on DVD? Why don't you climb inside the Fuck It Bucket? For just £250,000 each, you can implode. That's dark as fuck.
The fuck? That's what they said too.
Play the fuck on it, Joe Dev. Yeah, what's up, motherfuckers? Yeah, what's up, motherfuckers? You're all very welcome back to another episode of the Deck Chair and Yums podcast with me, Connor Keys, aka Mickey Bartlett, aka Deck Chair Connor Yums.
All right.
I have a 2-day hangover.
Bang on.
It's not my fault.
It's not your
Big
fault.
weekend. Let's get stuck straight into it. What the fuck were they thinking? Last week we recorded the podcast.
It's wedding. It's just a marriage.
No, not that.
All
Wind it
right,
back.
sorry. Oh, go back. Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Last week on the podcast we briefly touched on the stricken mission to the stricken ship, Titanic, and I didn't really know what was going on. I hadn't seen the news. I'll tell you right now, Connor was glued to it all week. Right now, you know what's happened now? Like, obviously, the side imploded. It just like fucking crumpled like a tin of coke.
Sorry. We've been told it imploded like a tin of coke. You need to put them wee lines on there.
Well, what do you think? What else could
I didn't
happen?
say that. I'm just saying that's what we've been told.
Right. Did not find. I thought they found it. Did not find wreckage. Like, oh, that looks like it imploded.
They found debris. Yeah.
And was Debbie one of the
She was
people
one of the
on
ones I'm thinking of. Yeah. The whole thing's a.
Tell you what I think's very funny about it though. Oh, don't you start that just rabbit on shite on me now when I'm too tired today. Because I'll tell you what I think was very the amount of people I saw on social media that were just going, I'm fucking glad they're dead. Fuck them. I'm fucking glad they're dead. And me personally, I felt a lot of sympathy for those people on that submarine because over the years, Connor, I've tried to go down a few wrecks myself. Never ends well.
Just when I thought you couldn't get any lower.
I wrote that on the way here.
I didn't think you could get any lower.
Do you know what it is about it though, right? That's awful for them, right? That's human beings, very sad, right? But the idea of doing it has pissed me off all week. Because if somebody came to you and says, right, Connor, what about this for an idea? You give me 250 million or £250,000,
Yeah.
right? And then me and you
We'll go to B&Q.
get into 2 baths welded together.
And here's an Xbox controller to take us
Right,
down.
Mum will head down here, see what we can see. And I'm just thinking, at this point, you know, it's been over 100 years since that Titanic sank. What are they thinking is going to happen? Do you know what I mean? They're going to be fucking in the deep dark of the Atlantic Ocean, and then somebody goes, fuck up, shh. Do you hear a violin? And that band's still going. Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
That's a new joke. Needs work. Thanks for the feedback.
26
Fuck you.
years has been like that.
26 years has been... What?
Well, 26 years since the movie.
Fuck off. It's been 26 years since that film came out. I've been wanking for 26 years. That's mad.
You got good in it too.
I'm brilliant now.
You're very good.
I don't even use my hands. Doing it right now. Finished.
Yeah, 26 years basically since we found out that band was still playing, because obviously before that we knew fuck all.
With the Titanic?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Everybody knew everything but the Titanic before the movie. The movie's made based around...
Yeah, but I mean, you know that Jack and Rose weren't real. I don't know how to break it to you.
No, they weren't real people, but they're real now in here.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And
And the
in here,
band are in here
and
now.
there.
Yeah, the band are in there and all that crack, yeah.
The band are real. The band, that happened with the band. The band...
Yeah, I know, aye, yeah.
Why are you being sarcastic?
I'm
That has notoriously been the story. That's been the stuff of legend for years.
Absolutely, I know, absolutely.
The band kept playing.
That's what they did, they kept on playing.
The boat was going down there.
They
This
didn't
one
give a
goes out. This one goes out to Kiva for her 21st.
Yep. They
Play
were straight
that
in.
funky music. Music.
Yeah, but they didn't play Rock the Boat.
Didn't play Rock the Boat.
No.
They didn't play Yellow Submarine.
No, definitely not.
They didn't play.
Didn't have the rights for it, the Beatles.
Yeah. Didn't play anything by Wet Wet Wet.
No, fuck no. Jesus, no.
Didn't play Vanilla Ice, Ice Cube. None of that.
Nothing.
Arctic Monkeys didn't play either.
Thank fuck they didn't.
You know what I
See
mean?
the shape of them on fucking Friday night.
They didn't play.
Annoying bastards.
The Yorker Monkeys. What happened? Did they not make it with the shed in Glastonbury?
I'm not going to start that row. I'd rather go into Just Rabbit On than go into the fucking the scandal of Arctic Monkeys. Alex Turner's just in that zone at the moment. He's in the Bono mode of I'm going to do a character on stage, and the character sings half a beat later than the fucking rest of the music, or comes in half a bit earlier, or didn't have the vibe of it, you know.
I've seen Lewis Capaldi's doing something similar.
Yeah,
Lazy cunt.
That's
terrible.
He was a few beats behind.
I'll say this with Lewis Capaldi. I love that man, right? I won't have a bad word said about him. And yesterday, I had a legendary Mickey Bartlett hangover. And I lay in my bed and I wept. I cried, lad.
I felt so sorry for
Oh,
him.
God love him.
And fair play to him for being able to go through it. And fair play to the audience for singing. Now, in fairness, he's lucky it happened through the one song he's famous for. But
Hey, he's famous for several songs.
oh, right. Sorry.
That just happens to be the one that broke him through. But there's the one about a girl he was in love with, and he's lamenting the fact that she doesn't love him back. There's the one about a girl that he was in love with, and he's lamenting about the fact that she doesn't love him back.
True.
There's the one about there's a girl he's in love with, right, and she doesn't love him back, and he's lamenting about it.
I never thought about it that way.
Then there's what's the other one called?
Lament?
What's it about? No, it's about him, and he's lamenting this fact that he's in love with this girl and she doesn't love him back.
Oh, fuck, right. I remember that one. It's in that back catalogue.
And then there's the one where he did the Wham video.
Yeah.
But what's it about? Posse.
It's definitely not a Wham video.
Well, but was the other guy in Wham gay as well? Were they gay together?
I don't know. Andrew Ridgeley? I don't.
Andrew
Ridgeley?
I thought you said Andrew originally. I was like, that's a fucking
Andrew Ridgeley.
Andrew Ridgeley. What a fucking see, the 80s was the only time in the world where you could be a fucking superstar with a name like Andrew Ridgeley.
Yeah. Now you're saying it, I don't know if that's true. Did I just make that up? But anyway, I think it is. Andrew Ridgeley. Glass. Did you watch any Glass? I know you were flat out, but did you see any? Did you catch up on anything? Or
I caught a wee bit of Rick Astley singing Harry Styles.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the other one that he did.
What was the other one?
The Smiths? No.
Did he do the Smiths? Rick Astley did the Smiths?
Rick Astley and Blossoms, the band Blossoms,
right,
played an hour of the Smiths, and Rick Astley did Morrissey.
Was it good though?
Very poorly. Well, Astley can sing. He's a good voice. He can sing. Right. So
unlike Morrissey, because he's just a yappy cunt. Fucking Smiths. It's a double-decker bus.
It's uncanny, actually.
Shite.
Anyway, Astley sort of did.
What else did the Smiths sing?
There was no gladioli involved, but he did have.
Did he rickroll the audience? Did he do his own stuff?
No.
If I saw Rick Astley and he didn't play Never Gonna Give You Up, I would
see.
Storm
Astley
the
had
stage.
his own. Rick Astley had his own slot on the pyramid stage at the start of the day.
Right.
So he did Never Gonna Give You Up. Great rendition, actually, too, by the way. And then he did the Aerosmiths. I mean, he channeled his inner Morrissey.
Did you see the thing that Jack Black did? That was Jack Black released a song for Super Mario Brothers, right? Called Peaches, and it's him as King Koopa singing a song about how much he loves Princess Peaches, and it's to the same fucking rhythm as Never Gonna Give You Up. So he rickrolls the audience at the start of his. It's very very fucking
mighty.
Suburban winner.
I don't know why that came into my head there, but Tenacious D just released Wicked Game. Did you see that?
Very good. Got it. It's on my phone, it's on my playlist.
That's good. My version.
Do you do Wicked Game as well? Do you?
Yeah.
Go.
I can show you the video if you want.
No, just sing it there now. I'll count you in. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Room was on fire, no one could save it but you.
Don't, I'm soaking. Oh dear Jesus. Sing to me, you're coming to kiss my neck. Call me.
Would if that fucking beer tickles me too much.
If that fucking camera got turned off, I'd make you call me Beverly and do that fucking up real close. Sweet mother of Jesus. It's like silk for the ears. Ear silk.
Actually, I was at an event.
My nipples are hard.
I was at an event.
Fucking messing about. I'm fucking drenched.
There was a paper photographer there, and he was doing the usual thing.
A paper photographer?
A paper
like a sketcher?
like for a newspaper.
All right, photographer for a paper. Not a paper photographer.
Oh yeah,
Paper
sorry.
photographer, you'd be all, like a paper photographer would
Photographer
mean,
for the paper. Yes.
yeah,
Sorry.
a paper photographer would be, fuck me, there's a big wind, the photographer's away. Just fucking, away he goes.
In fairness, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My uncle used to own a paper shop. Blew away.
No way.
Always on.
Always on, and to the point I forget what I was even talking about. So.
You're talking about the photographer for the newspaper?
Oh, so then he said, "What was your name?" I said, "Connor Keys." And he went, "Oh, you have a voice for the radio?" And I went, "Oh, thank you very much." Don't know if that meant you're an ugly bastard.
No, that's face for the radio, which I've had said to me several times.
He goes, "You definitely involved in radio?" I said, "No, I'm not, but I do a podcast actually."
I just want to mention to the audience a beautiful moment where you and I were driving back from Lavery's last week. We were not racing. We were not going over the speed limit at all.
No.
I overtook Connor at the regular speed.
Well, I think you overtook about 72.
Maybe 71 a bit.
Maybe, yeah.
The spoiler didn't even deploy.
Yes, right.
And I was white knuckling it because I don't like to drive that fast. And I looked in my rearview mirror and Connor Keys was just in his sunglasses smoking a fag, not even fussed about the fact that he was near my boot. And then I nearly crashed the car because whenever I was pulling off to go to Lurgan, I was trying to play fucking "It's Been a Long Day" for that tune.
Really not a good tune to be playing.
I know, because it was that moment where like we're both just like I was going that way,
our
the way
way,
Paul
yeah.
Walker did
Into the sunset too?
Yeah. Well, definitely a ball of fire. And I just wanted to bring that up that we had a very cute legal race.
Such children. Like.
Two sissies. I must have laughed the whole way.
I swear to God, I was so, I swear to fuck, if anybody had been in video with me, I was such a child. I was like, "Whoa, there he comes. And I could nearly hear your thoughts of going, right, do it now.
Aye, and then
I
I
would
it was too fast. 72 is too fast.
Aye.
That way out, I can fairly go. Jesus, wet.
I was shocked by myself, I have to say. So back to Glastonbury. So Lewis Capaldi, God love him, and hopefully he's doing all right because I know he's going to have to take a wee break. He said,
he's just right, man. Fucking rest.
But
up.
it must be exhaustion and stuff that brings it out of him, but tiredness and stuff like that, and trying to get through it. It's so you can see it physically debilitating. Like you can't actually fucking.
Did you watch the Netflix documentary? But
no, I didn't say it.
Because there's a documentary about him when because he's only developed Tourette's in the last sort of 2 years, maybe.
Right.
And it seems to have been just like the stress of going as stratospheric as he's went.
I think he's fucking amazing.
Oh, he's phenomenal.
He's not only just his voice, but his fucking patter and the crack.
Yeah.
He's bang on. He's so sound. He always seems to be. I don't know, maybe he's not in real life, but he always seemed to be in the
that video of him that went viral of him when he got that free tracksuit from a photo shoot.
Right.
And it's just the most rotten tracksuit in the world. And he's just posing about in a hotel room, pair of sunglasses. Hello, ladies. Very, very funny.
Yeah.
So there's like a pocket here. He's just like,
ooh. And then we had Axl Rose on Saturday night. Shite.
He shouldn't be at it anymore now.
Nah. Per oral sex wasn't good now.
He's oral sex?
Axl Rose's oral sex.
Fuck me.
Did you think he was called Axl Rose?
No, I didn't think. I just didn't see the.
Only like, who the fuck would call their child Axl apart?
I'm
from
not. I didn't. No. That's what I'm saying. I knew it was a stage name.
Apart from wee Mrs. Foley in Detroit, who would call?
But I knew it was a stage name. What I'm saying is,
I didn't know it was an anagram?
I didn't. Yes, anagram. That's the word I couldn't say either.
Well, it's actually quite ironic that he's called oral sex now that he sucks balls.
See what you did there, Connor. See that?
Yeah, my God.
That's very good. That's good now. Everybody take a minute to look at that man there.
And just they've all fucking collapsed because they're
sucks balls, huh?
Because they're fucking.
Do you know something else?
They've all collapsed out of shock. Did he make a joke?
I've never actually thought of sucking balls as part of oral sex because I've got wee tickly ghoulies, so it's never happened to me.
Oh right, okay.
But I suppose it does.
Well, I know what you mean. Do you
know what I mean?
You just mean the actual, like the chalk ice version? Like that's the only.
I just want the cock like.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Like that.
But then, see when your hand's going to get there, what's happening to wee danglers? Because they would have been up here at the time, but now they're
no. Mine's still fucking right, boys. Here we go.
Oh, they tighten up?
They still tighten up.
All right, okay.
Because they're afraid they're going to get tickled.
Oh, Jesus, no.
And also, I always have to whenever it's like I'm like, listen, I will wash it next time.
Yeah. And as time goes on, you will find that, you know, your beloved could be like at your knees sucking your balls, and then your hand up. You know what I mean? Because they get so long that it could be down at your knees by that stage.
If you're standing up, what position are you going to be in that your balls are going to be down to your knees?
Stand up, like, yeah.
You're not that far down, are they?
They go down, like.
Your knees?
Well-
Connor, you're 6'2".
Well, I know about that. I'm only 6 foot.
Oh, right. Well, fair enough. Well, fuck 'em. If I'm only 5'9", 5'10",
They may not be at the knees, Mick, but they fucking feel like they're at the knees sometimes.
whose knees? Does anyone know better?
You are hungover.
So tired, man. So fucking tired. I swear to God. So, like,
So anyway, yes, Axl Rose, it was a load of shit now for out Axl.
but
his
Axl
voice.
Rose has been shy for ages.
Well, I went to see him in Slane in 2018, and we were like, "Fuck, that sounds a bit like he comes in, he comes out." You know, it's like, it was as if the wind was taking the sound away.
Aye.
We're like, "What the fuck?" And then I watched Glastonbury. I was like, "Oh no, it wasn't the sound. That's him.
He's
he
gone.
can't do certain parts, so then he hides away, vocally hides away in his voice, and then he'll dip to the lower register, and then he'll go to the higher register, but he can't do either of the two." And it's just painful because the rest, obviously, Slash is Slash.
Aye.
So his guitar playing is fucking still amazing, and the rest of them can still do it, but it's just songs don't have the same.
Oh, what is it? Smoke
Just
Fags,
age,
or just-
age would do it. Yeah, I mean, you're going to get. There's very few I seen over the weekend. Even Manic Street Preachers, like you can see how many keys they had to drop down
Aye.
because they're older and their voices were lower. Blondie, I mean, fuck me. Debbie Harry was out. Debbie Harry must be 75.
I've seen something about that.
And she fucking was great. But you know the greatest frontman of the whole weekend? Charlene Spiteri, Texas.
Oh, really?
Fuck, she was amazing.
She is good, actually, in
She was
fairness.
fucking
Did
amazing.
they, was there a wee bit of controversy with Texas there a couple
don't
weeks
know.
ago?
Oh, was there? I don't know. I know they haven't played in a long time, but
It was a school shooting. I'm thinking of something else.
I fucking knew. Do you know when you can feel it in the air? I was like, Phil, I can feel it in the air tonight. I thought it's coming. What is, and that's, yes, fucking bastard. Yeah.
Somebody stop me.
So there was a lot of dropped keys over the weekend. A lot of.
Dropped a few keys myself.
And then I fell asleep down at Elton last night, just to see.
Aye.
Yeah, he was all right. Like, but
Is he retiring soon?
that was his last UK. It was going to be his last UK
Ever?
gig ever. Yeah.
I could have got fucking text the Glastonbury tune and go.
See, this is my thing, right? It's been on my bucket list for about
We'll go next year. I know
12, 13 years. And I know you're the only one, apart from Paul Curry. Paul Curry is there every year. Shout out to Paul. You're the only one I know that's actually went as a comedian, straight comedian sort of thing, to do, I don't mean, you know what I mean?
On invitation as well.
Yes. And I haven't really liked you since. But I did think maybe you may be the one that may be able to find a way in for,
Well,
because
maybe.
it's every 2 years, isn't it? So we have 2 years to work on it.
But sometimes it goes every year and then they take a year off.
Oh, Jesus, it was next
So
year.
that's how it works.
Get
let,
on
it,
that.
let the land repair itself.
I was looking to see who was on comedian wise. So you had Phil Wang and Jamali Maddox and weren't major big. You know,
Yeah.
they're big, obviously Phil Wang, but they're not. You know, there wasn't. I didn't see like a Dylan or fucking John Bishop. You know, I didn't see
Yeah.
the big names. It was like
I don't
solid.
think they ever
music,
really.
but-
Shopmaker Sandy's probably the biggest name I've seen on it. I
I
don't tell
think
lie.
Nina Conte might have been there this year, maybe as well. But yeah,
Josh Whittingham did it. I had to follow Josh Whittingham a couple of years ago,
okay,
which was a nightmare
is that right?
because the tent emptied as soon as he finished his set.
Oh no way.
And then when I was standing ready to go on from across Glastonbury, I could hear "Bird up, bird, and it was Madness playing, and everybody fucking going to see Madness.
Madness, yeah.
And I'm standing there, fucking.
And they could have seen Madness in that tent.
I could have.
eh?
I would have. Suggs. I had nothing. I'll tell you why I had nothing, Connor. Right? It's been a big weekend for me.
You were busy now.
I was flat out. Right. Johnny Bow. Shout out to Johnny Bow. You all know Johnny Bow. Friend of the show, Johnny Bow.
Yes.
Good married there.
Congratulations, Johnny and Victoria.
Congratulations, Johnny and Victoria.
everybody. Yes,
to
yes,
the
well done.
Bows.
To the Bows.
To the wow.
I was so raging I couldn't make that. I was hosting an event that Friday night, unfortunately, but I'd love to have been at that. That would have been.
Well, let me
Good
tell you
fun.
this. We decided to go to the evening do. So myself, Dave of House Elliott, and Rory of House Woods went to Fealty's Bar in Bangor, where you and you at home will taste the best pint of Guinness you've ever tasted.
That's a statement now. That is a
Connor
statement.
Keys, let me tell you this. He pours it out of 2 taps, and one of them's room temperature.
Get out of it.
So you take your first sup,
Uh-huh.
and every we had about 9 pints each, right, or roughly, right, and every single time all three of us took the first sup of the pint, we went like that. Jesus Christ, right? It's that thick and that creamy that when you take your first sup, the dent your mouth makes stays in the fucking head the whole way.
Oh, we have to go to Filthies by the looks of things.
Phenomenal, right? We'll say this, as you know, over the last year or two, I've developed a gluten problem. So I turned inside out at about 8:30. A nightmare.
Like Dumb and Dumber level, fucking
My God.
just
It was my...
eruption.
Jesus Christ, Connor. In a volume and a consistency I've not seen in my life.
Like they struck oil.
It was like I had to shite for a bit, let it settle and shite more.
We found some oil, boys.
Yeah, it was bad.
Just black.
I drink your milkshake. Like it was bad.
Just a fucking funnel of black shit.
One of those situations where you're in a bathroom and you're like, people are trying to talk to each other and I'm shouting over the top of the voices.
Where you don't care because you can't control it. You can't stop
There
it.
hit a point where it was that bad. I actually had 2 drinks sitting in the cubicle with me. So I was like, I'm going to have a wee whiskey and ginger when I'm sitting here. I'm going to be here all night. Sorry to lower the tone. Lovely wedding all the same.
Looked to be a good crack, actually. Yeah, I was raging.
Really good crack.
I did get an invite, but unfortunately, as I said, I was booked. But I would love to be there. Actually, it was going to be fucking good crack.
Really good fun. Victoria looked fantastic. Johnny looked fantastic. At one point, there was a sort of a different graduating year of comedians at it.
Yes.
And what I discovered is none of their graduating year can do the Maverick and Goose high five from Top Gun.
Oh, no way.
But our graduating year could.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So me and James McKegney showed those boys who's boss. And
Playing.
yeah, just in terms of walking high fives. I then went back to the Premier Inn in Bangor had a bottle of warm Prosecco in the boot of my car and drank it in bed.
Nice.
Then I drove home, had about an hour's sleep, had a quick shower, went straight back out.
Of course you did.
Because Aaron McCann was playing the waterfront on Saturday.
Now tell me, what did you do with your shrunken suit? Where did you put it? Did you put it in the...
I hung it up and
Oh, did you?
I wore it home the next day, like.
Oh, did you? Right, okay.
And then I hung it up when I got home. Right. So it hung up in pristine. But
could you get it like expanded a bit, maybe, or because it seemed like did it get did it?
Do you think my suit was too tight?
Did it shrink in the wash or something?
What are you talking about?
Talking about, I'd love to see the suit that fits you, just because I have one.
That suit does fit me. What photo did you see where the suit doesn't fit me? What are you talking about?
Nearly everyone.
You're talking through your hole.
I'm not.
You are talking through your fucking Nat King Coles. You're talking through.
Take a look.
Tell you this, the shirt doesn't fucking fit me. Well, Johnny Bow, who fitted me with the shirt, said it was an 18-inch neck. He's a lion hair. I'm a good 19, 20-incher. Got that thick neck, boy.
But then what happens to the rest of the material? Because I know from buying 19.5 shirts.
It's the sleeves are a nightmare.
Yeah, the sleeves and I need
especially my wee dinosaur
I need
arms,
the length of the torso for the gut tuck in. But what
the
do you do?
The gut area's alright. The shirt itself.
But yours must be like a fucking...
the shirt, I look like I look like I said last week, Meatloaf in that video.
Look like your boy Tom Hanks at the end of Big.
Yes, that's exactly what it looks like. Except
no, I looked at it and I thought, I know my Michael can look a lot better than that. I know he can.
I was dishevelled because the shirt didn't fit me.
You're disabled because the whole thing didn't fit you.
The whole thing does fit me.
We need to go to D Graham. D, we're going to come and see you. We're going to get...
You know what? I'll just fucking throw $1,000 down for a shirt.
No, it's not $1,000 for a shirt. Stop that out shite now.
$1,000 for a full suit?
It's $1,000 for the full thing, suit and shirt. But if you don't need a shirt, mate, you just get your suit. It'll be worth it, Mike. It'll be worth it.
My suit's lovely.
Oh no, I don't.
The
suit was. Oh no, it doesn't.
What I need to... sorry, pause this for a second. Me and him have a fucking argument here.
No, you don't need to pause it. I mean, I'm just saying to you, it's very clear from a fat man who knows when something doesn't fit. It doesn't fit you.
You call me a fat man now? No, I'm a fat man. After everything I'm trying to do.
What are you fucking... Do you think you're slender?
No, but I'm...
Oh, you're sorry. That's right. You're built. Just because you can do... I can do that too. Just have to shift my head.
You can't.
Have to move. I just have to move my shoulders.
That's not what I'm doing. I'm tensing my pecs. You need to have pecs, fat bastard.
I fucking do have pecs.
Chubby, you could give it daddy wanks. What you could do.
They're in there. I have done before. But they do. How else would we brother going to find out how to do it?
Tell you what, that's bound to be on Pornhub. There's bound to be a big unit giving the daddy wank.
Has to be.
Big hairy man daddy wank, like.
Yeah. What was it they used to call? Was it chat roulette?
Yeah.
And it was like the boy and then fucking big set of cleavage, and you're like, everybody was like, oh, and then it panned out. It was big fat boys. Just fucking...
I'm going to Google it real quick.
Google me on Pornhub.
Just male tit wank. Male tit wank?
Male. Yeah, I don't know. Tit wank would be American enough. A male
Titty fuck?
titty fuck would be the one.
Male titty fuck.
Not teddy fuck.
I
'cause
just
that's a
typed
separate.
in make titty fuck and it's just giving me instructions.
What's the instructions?
How make titty fuck? How me make titty fuck? Man titty fuck gay porn videos? Oh, my word.
No. Is it?
No, that's definitely a girl. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, Mikey. Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh,
Christ.
no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I do not
Oh,
want
my
to.
word. Oh, no.
I don't want to see that.
Shane Todd?
I'm assuming Shane is the the wanky, not the wanker.
I do declare. I've seen things I didn't want to see.
Well, I'm glad I didn't because I can only imagine, and that's the problem.
No, we've talked about it before, haven't we?
What?
Homoerotic doppelganger.
Yes, we've done that. Yeah, I think.
Pledge yourselves at home, folks. Great fun for all the family.
Explain the rules now. What they have to do.
Homoerotic doppelganger is you have to. It takes a lot of googling now, and you basically have to find pornography. In the WhatsApp group I played in, it's usually all males, and you find pornography that looks like members of the group, and you take a screenshot, you send it into the group, and you concoct a wee story. Do you know what I mean? So, say for example, you type in big hairy bear fucks twink, click images, and then you go, oh my god, Shane and Dave, is that how you got Boy Town on Radio Ulster?
Right. Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
See, I wouldn't know because I'm not on that WhatsApp group. So
You're not allowed in it because we know what you'd send in. Weird shit.
I wouldn't say
For you
weird
wanking and
shit.
choking yourself. Oh, boys, I've got a good one.
Never choked myself.
Mickey's suit doesn't fit him.
Well, that don't deflect away from the fact you can't fucking dress yourself.
Don't you deflect away from the
Jesus
fact that you
Christ.
fucking can't. What? Shut up. Tired.
You are tired, because I would have been hammered in the corner. There would have been fucking a combo pump.
Do you know what ones? Yeah, and he was slagging off my boxing earlier as well. Yeah, fucking.
Mackie, don't
Don't you make me come over and oos.
Basically, he was talking about if we were a fight next year, should be Dexter versus Yums, and I said I would knock a clean fuck out of him, and then he said he wouldn't because look at the way I said yes, but I rewatched it back, and I realised you were fighting nothing. You may as well have been fighting.
Carney,
that.
what he said about you. That's
But
not right.
McCartney didn't try. McCartney thought there was a sort of an agreement with yourselves, and bullies, you see, don't follow through the agreement. The bully will just bully somebody. So I just thought, no, fuck it, McCartney, I'll fight for you next year.
That's why you didn't see McCartney getting bullied. Do you know what? I was going to fight for you with that whole fucking joke stealing thing, but you know what? That's all right. Game on. You fuck, come on.
What joke stealing thing?
I'd fucking beat the quiff off you.
Yeah, no, I would knock fuck out either. But
I mean, why are you doing this to me today?
because I know how delicate you are.
I am.
And it's not often I get the upper hand.
I
so.
am delicate today. I'm shitting vapor. And I'm having a real trying time. I think I might have the menopause here. I knew you were coming. Are you fucking?
I'm so sorry, Mike.
No,
I'm so sorry.
no.
Hold on. Let's go back. So then the next day, thankfully, we'll forget about the suit didn't fit. Let's talk about the shirt didn't fit the next day.
The fucking shirt was lovely. You fucking bastard. Do you know what? Run about there with a Biggie Smalls t-shirt. You culture appropriating fuck. Who the fuck do you think you are?
It didn't
Sure,
fit either.
it fucking does fit, man. It fucking does. If anything, it's too big.
I seen a couple of photographs and I thought, fucking whoever owns that camera needs to watch out because the lens could crack one of them buttons. That's it. You know what I mean? It's like it's stretched to the level. Mick, you
It's
know what
not
I mean?
stretched. I'll open it up for a bit of my chest pubes out.
What's up with this?
For the ladies or the laddies, whoever'll hold me at this point, because I'm fucking so tired. Do you know what? I've seen a real different side of you today.
That's why we don't do this on a Monday normally.
You
You're getting
get
the
a bit of
backlash.
fucking wallpaper behind you, and all of a sudden, you think you fucking are somebody.
You're getting the backlash.
Wait,
of-
so you're gonna have we see how gay this studio's gonna look because he's in charge. There's gonna be a fucking diffuser sitting there next week. Fucking
Well, there they're gonna
is there? Aye, fucking
No,
of course there is. It's gonna smell like linen.
It's a bong. I just call it a diffuser.
Aye, your bong doesn't fit you.
I'm only joking. It is a lovely shirt. It's very Hey Coach, but it's lovely.
It's very what?
Hey Coach. Remember?
I don't speak Spanish.
Hey Coach from Cool Runnings, no?
I haven't seen it.
Well, that's right. I know. Now we talked about this before. There are so many like must-see movies that he hasn't seen which it just blows my mind. There's so many, it's unbelievable. And it's not like you are a culturally on the ball kind of person, but there's so much stuff.
Up a queers.
There's so there's so much stuff you haven't seen. Cool Runnings been one of them.
I'm just not a fan of John Candy or anybody who looks like him.
Thank fuck.
Anymore.
I don't look like John Candy.
You do,
I'm just fat.
You look like John. Yeah, we all look the same. Starting to wake up now.
Now when you know he's waking, when Daddy's fully waking, and you go, well,
Listen,
how was your weekend?
Well,
You were looking gorgeous at the weekends, you were. You were looking
when you were
hot.
driving behind me in that car, I like when we were not racing home, you looked like John Candy in the JFK movie. Sitting with a full fucking lobster dinner on your knee. Wake up, Daddy-o.
This cat is driving fast.
Meow. So anyway, yes, I was out in a shirt that fitted perfectly. Mm-hmm. I was complimented on several times. Maybe it doesn't fit around the arms.
Wasn't really the arms.
And
it
my
was
lats.
That's not where I see the tightness, but yeah.
I'm going to look. Let me look at a photo of myself here somewhere. Talk amongst yourselves.
It's just what I'm saying is it's just there are probably other shirts you could get that would accentuate your strong points.
That accentuates my strong points. My shoulders.
You agree?
No, I can't.
You found a photograph and went,
It wasn't a
actually,
photograph. It was a photograph for a gig that's coming up later in the year. Right? Fucking fat shaming me. You big two-ton Tessie. You. Had to get a desk put in so we could hide. Fat cunt. I don't want people seeing me belly, hey? No. Not unusual. Whatever the fuck you do with the commitments.
fucking Tom Jones.
Fucking, I don't give a fuck. What about there? Mustang Sally? What about fucking Weight Watchers Patty? Wait, I'm tired again. Fucking the commitments. Fat fuck.
Weight Watchers.
Just because if I need to wash my willy, I can do it by looking down. Don't need a mirror on a stick.
Oh, right, okay. The mirror and the stick, where all are we at now?
That's where we're at now.
And when did she tell you I used that?
I saw it in your car, and I knew it wasn't for bomb disposal.
No.
So, I know what you're at.
How else do you clean the sump? You know what I mean?
The sump. Isn't gusset a real fucking stinking word too? Do you know what I was talking about the other day? The word moist fucking freaks me out.
A lot of people have a thing about moist.
Aye.
But moisture's not a problem. But
Moisture's not a problem at all. Moisture's definitely not a problem. In fact, when things are moist and money, I don't even mind. It's just the word.
It's the word.
Do you know what I mean?
I hear that. Is it the... What do you call
There's
it again?
moist and finger as a verb. A lot of people get weirded out by.
Yeah.
I do get weirded out by, like...
If you're talking about fingering, you can't... I've noticed that in comedy. It's a very divisive word. Yeah. And I think in both cases, it's the... Is it onomatopoeia?
No. It's cleared up.
But it is it where it sounds, the sound of it. It's so moist.
Because is onomatopoeia not a... It's not different. No, I'm thinking of alliteration. You might be right.
Yeah, I am right.
Alliteration's obviously what I should have got done to that suit because it doesn't fit me.
Yeah, fat fuck. There's alliteration for you.
That's... Oh, all right. Chubby cunt. That's not the same. Yeah. Obese obelisk. Huh? What about that? I can do two words with the same letter. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking.
But you're a funny fat fucker. That's the difference.
Oh,
you see. Yeah.
I'm a famous funny fat fucker.
Oh! Bring it in.
Fat. Come on now. Chubby, no. Gargantuan. Nah.
All right, gone. We're done. But yes, we are. I think it's onomatopoeia. It sounds worse than it is.
I mean, that's. I don't. Is that what onomatopoeia? I don't think that's. That can't be what it means. Somebody can't be like, listen, Mr. Bartlett, the results will come back. It is cancer. Oh fuck! Don't worry, it's onomatopoeia. Sounds worse than it is. It's just cancer of the hair. We'll just take it all off. Right?
No. Onomatopoeia. You know what that is. You've done English.
I know, but I can't remember. I'm fucking tired.
It's a word that sounds like what it's describing. So
yeah, but not sounds worse than it. You said sounds worse than it is.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean that. No, it sounds what it's describing. So sponge, It's got that sound of what it actually
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah.
And grunge and there's
Jumper.
Yeah.
I know words too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shoe.
But I'm saying moist also has that sound of it. It's like
damp.
yeah.
Drip. Dripping.
Yeah. Again, I wouldn't say it's
Moistly, damply dripping.
No, what you're doing is you're adding a sexual thing to it there.
Drenched. Soaked.
Soaked.
Gushing.
Gushing would be onomatopoeia.
I know.
There's that.
Flooding. No.
No, I don't know.
Tsunami.
No.
Big wet fanny. 36.
I don't
I want to go to bed. Jesus, I'm so tired.
I don't even know where.
Big slippy dude. Big slippy dude sounds like somebody that sings the commitments for you. Please have away with us, day, didn't you, man? A friend of mine from New Orleans, slippy dude.
He's big slippy dude, but he's 4'2".
He plays the mouth organ. Fingers McGee.
So I do that.
Please welcome to the stage, Fingers McGee. Dum 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 dum.
I do that in the band to our keyboard player, and it's not fair because Pat's a fucking real gentleman. He's such a good fella, but he's I don't know, he'd be in his 50s, like. And when I do the band, like fucking like Joey the Lips Fagan, like in the movie. So I just get to, please give it up for Pat Finger Blaster Campbell. And he's all like, and he doesn't realize what I'm talking about. Sorry, Pat.
Man, I went in the shop this morning, gonna be jam on the way here. Mm-hmm. Dad starts tomorrow, and one of the wee deli women, ladies, deli people.
I think the Indian will do. Oh, sorry, you meant the delicatessen country. Sorry. I thought you said New Delhi.
I didn't.
No, okay.
You didn't. I didn't say that at all.
Sorry.
Hello, I like what you did, and I'm very proud of you.
Thanks.
Well done. See him? This fucking guy. Huh? But it's something that I think it's usually women do this to other women.
Right.
It's not what you think. I've never known men to be able to do it properly. But it's when a woman who can say, like, deliver a joke that is going to make everybody else laugh but stays real stony faced. Mm-hmm. So I'm there, just we jam on there, please. And I heard one of the ladies was washing some stuff, and she turned around and goes, "Vivian, are you just going to take your box home and wash it yourself?" Right? She knew rightly what she'd said, and I was fucking howling. Right? Vivian herself dropped to the floor. She laughed that hard, and the woman who said it was just.
Oh yeah,
just fucking cleaned a couple of spoons. I thought that's fucking fantastic.
Deadly.
My sister's mate's brilliant at it, right? We were at a wedding there recently, and lovely wedding, summer's day. We're all outside. It was kind of one of those relaxed humanist weddings where you're holding a pint during the ceremony.
Oh, like
class,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And I hope this doesn't get anybody in trouble, but the celebrant was saying some lovely words about the couple, and she said, you know, love, it's not about where you come from, it's not about where you're gonna go. And my sister's friend leant into me and went, "All right, Cotton Eye Joe." And then immediately, poker faced, right? And we were fucking howling. And at one point, my sister was laughing so hard, the bride's brother thought she was crying. I tried to console her.
That is fucking brilliant.
It was fucking great.
Deadly.
Just completely whoosh.
Fuck, I
did
love
nothing,
that.
like.
I love doing that. I'm not good at it out of that environment, but if it's in a serious environment, I am so good at just keeping, and I'll say just whispers, especially meetings, like community meetings. And if it's something besides somebody I know, I'll say, and then I'll just sit, and then they have to deal with. Oh, it's fucking brilliant.
My sister told me a story about her friend. I won't mention her name, but she knows who she is. Mm-hmm. And they had a friend who, my sister's friend could do a really good impression of one of their friends' mums. You with me?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Right. And they had a dog called Tina, and apparently the mother when she was talking, she'd go, "Come on, Tina." And my sister and her friend were going around to visit their mate. They're all going up the stairs. Somebody said, "Here, take the dog with you." And my sister's mate went, "Come on, Tina." And just, like, I wasn't even there. And I'm like, that's one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life. But again, just fucking stone-faced it. There's nothing better.
So, I don't know how we got on to that.
I remember one time, like, my girl I was going out with, she was at uni, and we went out, like, the uni for class formal, right? It's the dogs, man.
Oh,
And,
okay, right, yeah.
We get into this fucking formal. And she was from Donegal. I don't know why must have been all standing for a photo or something. And she just leaned into me and went, "Some wild big cottage here today." And just don't face it. And I'm like,
there's nothing better.
"Some wild big cottage here today."
Oh, there's none. Them awkward scenarios are deadly. I told you a story the other night about an awkward scenario, and you.
Remind me again.
So,
Nope, I don't.
Yeah. I was hoping you would
Vape me.
Yeah, vape me, my friend. I was hoping you were going to keep that vape in your pocket.
Spot.
So I went to a funeral. Me and a few friends.
Sorry for the trouble.
And it was for a guy who, I'll not name him because you'll be able to tell who it is, but he was a proper punk rock fucking head. Like, and he would hot knives would have been his way of consuming hash. He'd have been a big hot knife sort of guy, but I got to know him, friend of a friend kind of thing. So
Dealer?
No. But just a good guy, and unfortunately got cancer and the rest. Then we went to the funeral, and the mass and everything was over. The burial was done to him. Back to the hotel, and all the guys who knew him sort of went for a smoke. There was 4 or 5 of us, and we went out for a smoke like herbal vitamins, and we had a chat, regaled a few stories as you'd imagine, had a few smokes. Outside the back of the hotel. Then we come into the hotel, and as we walked in, the food, we seen the food was out. Thank fuck the food's out. So the 5 of us went and got our food and all the rest. And you know, the usual fucking and laughing at each other and having the crack and fucking and we got our food, got the cup of tea and all the rest, turned around, and everybody staring at us. And we realised the family hadn't been for food. Nobody. The food had literally, like, 5 seconds before we opened the door, had just been sat down. And they were about to call the grieving family forward, all his children and grandchildren and all the rest. And here's us 5 fucking dicks coming in with plates mounted like this.
You had a big plate of food? No shit.
Even the
you
skinny.
Colossus cunt. Onomatopoeia.
You've been waiting for that for a long time. You've been waiting for that for a fucking while. How long did you have Colossus in the back of the bag?
Ages.
The
well, not really. As
bag.
you were talking, I was going to think of something. It was like, cunt, work backwards.
But you see, thankfully the family then, because of who he was and all the rest and who we were, they got the joke and had a bit of laugh with it. But you talk about fucking mortified. You sitting down the table and the only people that said everybody else is starving. We're like, oh, for fuck's sake. But
there's not. I pulled at a funeral one time. It was the afters, same thing. It was like in the pub afterwards,
right.
And I was around the corner courting a girl, and got caught, and had to pull the old. It's what he would have wanted. Huh? It's what he would have wanted, isn't it? They were like, no, that's his wife. Pretty sure he would have wanted to be alive doing that himself. She's not a fucking vending machine. Get your hand out of there. They said to me. Not a bag of chips. Hey, my own cousin too. Well, she is now. Just to see how much worse I could make it. But she's 10 now, so now we're not going out anymore.
Right. Didn't think it was possible. I thought, right, you take it this far. And then you fucking know. You know what I mean? Mickey doesn't care about lines. Mickey draws his own fucking lines.
I'm only messing about. Hey,
Cross the line? What line?
She was 11.
But that was your second night. So then McCann. Fair fucking
McCann show.
Shout out to McCann for fucking, doing the waterfront all in general. Holy fuck, that's mighty.
It's the best I've ever seen the man, right? At one point he was walking up and down the stage with his hand in his pocket. And I was like, you're a fucking cool, who are you? He was great. He brought his mum out on stage at the end of it.
I seen the video of that, yes.
Wasn't a dry eye in the house, right? Me and Pete Giffen looked at each other and immediately had to look away. Like, fuck you.
And everybody else was like, fucking hell, a comedian who actually likes his ma.
I like my ma too.
We're joking.
She just doesn't like me.
Yeah.
That's the difference. But he was fucking great. And then I was staying in I treated myself to a night at the Grand Central.
Sure, I'm here.
I says I may as well have fancy
might
wanks
as well.
Do you know? And me and my best friend, the Bear, were
Shout out to the Bear.
Shout out to the Bear, rar. We went out for
The Bear
pints.
is a legend, by the way.
He's
Bear
fucking
is a
good
fucking
dude, like.
legend, like, yeah.
But we went out for pints all day with his dad, right? From
right,
the
okay.
Morning Star. Me, him, and Woodsy was there, scooping away. And went over, watched the show. Show was great. And then we're going to the after party in Lavery's. I says to the Bear, man, I'm going to run to the hotel here, drop my sunglasses off, because I don't want to fucking
Yes, of course.
take them with me. Bear says, you mind if I use your bathroom and have a pish? I says, no problem at all. He says, by the way, mate, that shirt really fits you. I said, thanks, Bear.
He is a friend. He is a friend.
He goes, do you have a lovely suit that fits you perfectly? And I go, I do indeed. He goes, good man.
You see, that's what a good friend will do. A good friend will lie to you.
And he,
to
you
protect
know what
your
he says?
feelings.
He goes, you know what, you're so, I fucking hate Connor Keys. He said, me and you should be doing a podcast. I said, we should, Bear, yeah, we should. So anyway.
The other Connor in your life.
No, we're both half cut, right? So we get in the lift to the Grand Central, expecting to go to the lobby, right? We hit the button, ding, lift closes, right? Lift moves a wee bit, ding, lift opens, right?
In the first floor.
I walk out of the lift, I turn to the Bear, I said, Bear, I don't think it's the ground floor. Bear goes, it fucking is, pushes me a wee bit. Then I hear, and me and him were at the fucking,
The bar.
the Sky Bar, the fancy VIP. I think you have to pay to get into it.
Oh,
kind of bar.
lovely.
And we're both of us, like we're 36, right? But we've known each other for 30 years now. The both of us were like this. Just sort of walking in, right? The lady, the concierge lady, saw the two of us walking towards her and went, the fuck are you two doing here? And I was like, I don't even know what this is. Can we have a drink? And she was like, right, fucking try it. This is classy. Like, try and fucking...
Try to put a shirt on that fits.
I button your shirt up and I was like, it is
You
buttoned.
can't.
You what you call me? So then, as we're walking over the table, a waiter comes over and he goes, "Oh, Mr. Bartlett, good to have you here, right?" And the Bear goes, "Mr. Bartlett, fuck off!"
Good man, Bear.
And the two of us, there's people having business meetings.
Oh, of course.
There's a fucking man playing piano. Everybody's dressed up like fuck, and me and him stinking a drink, vaping inside and all. Fucking taking a whole look at the place. Then went to Lavery's, a lovely time. Drank pints. Fucking, great time.
So raging. I was
And
in
then,
fucking Port Rush.
I headed back to the Grand Central on my own
Right.
and ordered myself a bottle of Prosecco and had a
Of course
bath.
you did. Hey, where was McCartney? But
I don't know. I don't even know if they stayed up. I don't know if McCartney was on the pints, but
he was at the wedding as well, wasn't he? Yeah.
yeah, I think he drove the wedding as well.
All right. Okay.
So I had to have a bath in the Grand Central on my own. Wasn't as much fun.
Have you seen McCartney steaming? I'd love to see him like proper
Do you know what?
steaming, like.
I don't think I have because
No.
the only time I've really drank with McCartney, well, no, we were drunk at the boxing, weren't we? But I was 4 sheets,
He wasn't really that. No.
and even the time that me, you, and him went out drinking, and
In McCann's,
In
no.
McCann's?
He wasn't even when we went back to my house, he still wasn't. Yeah.
aye,
No. I was 2 gulpings, like.
it's impressive.
Fair play to him. Couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it myself. No, if I'm drinking, I'm drinking.
Same as that. If I'm
all
out,
in.
I am. Yeah, I'm pushing the wardrobe like.
I said, I'm shit myself.
There's
at a wedding.
there's no in
100%.
between. There's no in
100%.
between. But yeah, so the wedding was good. McCann did great.
McCann show was great.
Yeah,
Everything's fantastic.
I had fucking all over the shop. I was in Carrickfergus on Saturday morning for Learning Disability Pride, which every time I say it to somebody, they go, "What?" And I'm like, "No."
They're called gay now, like.
Yeah. I was like, no, it's about being proud about having a learning disability. It's nothing to do with sexuality, but unfortunately, the word is now associated. So every time I said to somebody,
Unfortunately,
no, but I mean, unfortunately, the word is, it doesn't mean what in that sense. So and then when I say to somebody, and it's amazing actually because technically it shouldn't matter.
So
when
people think
people
it's
say-
do people think it's gay pride for people with learning disabilities?
Yeah, which again, it shouldn't be a problem. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? If
shouldn't be,
somebody- but the organisers were telling me they may, well, I don't know if they are going to change the name, but they actually said to me, until they explained to some groups were like, no, we're not taking part in that. These are groups of fucking people with learning disabilities.
Aye.
Weren't going to take part because they heard, obviously they're very Christian or
Aye.
religious or right wing, whatever you want to call them, but they had to explain, no, it's about being proud of your disability, whatever. So, but I did that, and that was up in Carrick.
Do you know what's strangest on that point, right? Back to the submarine thing, Titanic, right? I was flicking through different news stations in the car. I was just to hear what was going on, right? And I flicked on the fucking GB News, right? And at one point they were talking. This is before they'd found out what had happened or whatever the crack was. Maybe Thursday afternoon,
Right, okay, yeah.
And it was I got fucking so fucking angry at them. Patronising bastards, right?
wow.
Because what they did was they played a clip of the guy who ran the company, right? And basically the guy who is dead now,
Allegedly.
said, he goes, a lot of these other submarine companies, they have, former military submarine pilots or captains, commanders, whatever you want to call them. He says, and they're all like, white men in their 50s, and we're trying to be more diverse. And GB News put it out as if they had kept out that white man, that wouldn't have fucking happened. There was a real sneer behind it.
Fucking hell.
And I felt like just, Eamon Holmes, you're off my fucking list.
He's gone. He's done.
You're gone now.
He's too far he's too far. And all they had to do was shout, bring Ghislaine Maxwell out. She would have fucking driven the thing down. You know what I mean? She's licensed and offer.
Of course, 100%. Ghislaine would have been doing
She would have
donuts.
known. No bother. I'll just Lane. She would have fucking known how exactly. Because I mean, obviously, that's how she trafficked to Wayne's and Epstein Island.
I don't think they went that deep though, did they?
Oh, aye.
As deep as 20,000 fathoms.
Leagues under the sea normally. No, I don't think they went that deep. But like you said from the very outset, James Cameron's documentary is fucking amazing. They could have just watched that.
Absolutely, could have watched
It's in fucking 4K. It's an IMAX. You could have got. Yeah, actually, same as Glastonbury. You probably got a better experience at home than you do at the fucking thing.
Watch it in the house. 100% watch it in the house. Because if you watch it in the house afterward, an hour and 43 minutes roughly, you get to have a wank too.
The thing, I mean, the shitter in the submarine was quite impressive.
I'd say it was overflowing. I'd say by the time they realised they couldn't get back up, it was fucking.
When they realised they wanted to go back, it was a curtain.
You just shit behind a curtain?
Shit behind a wee curtain.
I must have been
Look at the size of the fucking thing. Like, where?
Because how long was that thing? How long was that entire trip supposed to last? A day?
Should have been 4 hours down, 4 hours up, and then however long they spent down there.
Right.
But yeah,
It's weird, right enough. Because now that you think, because they did say that they thought they heard SOS signals, and then they've said it imploded.
it imploded on the Sunday allegedly, but yet the White House kept it going for a couple of days. I don't know why they would keep it going. They had lots of other material like Hunter Biden's sort of charges. They could have done that, but they didn't want to do that. This is more important, so they delayed that out till then.
I always forget.
And then up
I
until
always forget. This is him. Finger on the neck.
up until the Thursday, when they announced on Thursday that it had imploded, you sort of go, what? Because then it turns out that it imploded on the Sunday. But then what were the noises that was being picked up for the 3 days leading up to then? Ooh.
It was Jeffrey Epstein trying to get.
Old Jeff going down here. But it's amazing how it's amazing how even a submarine trip. I don't know what the fuck.
Submarine captain just going no.
If nothing else, it's going to put other billionaires off going down on a fucking submarine.
Not put them off going down Wayne's, but listen, thanks very much for listening to the Tech Turn Jobs podcast. That's probably the last one we'll do of these. We're going to jump across onto Patreon now, answer some questions from our lovely patrons. If you want to see us do stand-up, I've got tickets available for the 13th of October and the 7th of October in the Millennium Forum and the Waterfront Hall. I think it's the 7th, it might be the 5th. I can't remember, let me double check that. I will also be going to the Edinburgh Fringe for the entirety of August, pretty much. And there's tickets to see me at the West Belfast Fela and the Bangor Wall City Garden, so get fucking involved.
28th of July, we're both in the Glen Owen in Belfast.
Yes.
For their 1 year anniversary for the birthday club, for the comedy club. So come and see us there, and then just follow the usual and do the reviews and all. We understand people can't be a patron at all times. We understand that, but at least you can give us a review or share it amongst your mates.
100%. Thanks very much for listening.
Thank you very much.
All the hairy chest and bust of luck. I'm gonna go fight this fat fuck now and prove that a suit fits me. Cheerio. See you later. Bye bye. I'm very happy.